It winds through the poplars and the pines. I know where this road goes. It takes me to the music at the Timberline. Takes me to the music on the Timberline. Takes me to that music up on the Timberline. Hi there and welcome to the Timberline Music Show. I'm your host, Larry Krause, sitting here today with Gary Larson. We're going to play you some tunes, have a special guest, and a good half hour of music. Starting it all off with a song that I wrote a few years back called True Blue. 1, 2, 3, play. She's a cold one a-comin', and she's coming on fast. Folks say it'll be a long one, and I think it might last. The coyotes are howling loud out through the pines. The grass is crunching underfoot while a full moon shines. Saskatchewan winters, they sure make us tough. But when you're asking about the cold, well, it ain't enough. We're loving where we're living, and I know that to be true. You can't say nothing about us except true blue. Well, the bales are stacked, the crop is all in the bin. The skates are all sharpened, and the ice is nearly in. The scenery is changing from dead brown to white. You can see the geese are flying, and it just feels right. Saskatchewan winters, they sure make us tough. But when you're asking about the cold, well, it ain't enough. We're loving where we're living, and I know that to be true. You can't say nothing about us except true blue. Now there's warmer spots to be, and they're easy to find. You just jump on a plane to find a spot to unwind. But here we take great pride, we enjoy what it allows. But we're sure watching for the spring, 'cause it's easier on the cows. Saskatchewan winters, they sure make us tough. But when you're asking about the cold, well, it ain't enough. We're loving where we're living, and I know that to be true. Can't say nothing about us except true blue. Saskatchewan winters, they sure make us tough. But when you're asking about the cold, well, it ain't enough. We're loving where we're living, and I know that to be true. You can't say nothing about us except true blue. Hey, you can't say nothing about us except true blue.
I never knew what rock bottom was, and I never knew the kind of crazy that comes with love. My mind just won't let it be. This person I become isn't really me. I don't know where to go from here, but all I know is one thing left a permanent stain. And I battled your past, but the scars still remain. And just because I forgive, it doesn't mean that I'll forget to found a different truth about you. Would my heart survive if I had to stop loving you? It's taken all the strength I've got to make it through. Oh, well, I don't know what I'd do if I had to stop loving you. Looking back on us with a second glance. With you, I know I had to take that chance. To have found a different truth about you. Would my heart survive if I had to stop? It's taken all the strength I've got to make it through. Oh, well, I don't know what I'd do, yeah. And if I had to stop loving you, if I had to stop loving you. I imagine where you are, and in my mind it's not so far. Where the sun and all shines, and I'll walk by your side when I see you again. And all the little things I miss, and all the times I won't forget. And I can't wait until the day, all the things I'm gonna say when I see you again. Oh, if tears could build a stairway, memories are laid. Oh, I'd walk right up to heaven, and I'd bring you home again. Someday I know I'll take that journey from this land to the next, and you'll be there to greet me when I see you again. Ooh, oh, oh. Yeah, yeah. There's still a part of you that's with me, like a footprint on my heart. Oh, to help me journey through this life. Each day that we're apart, dreams, you're always there. You're in my thoughts, you're in my prayer. And like the songs we used to sing, and all the memories that brings, I will hold them all so dear. And in a calm and peaceful place, with God's amazing grace, is when I see you again. Ooh.
Today, my guest on the Timberline Music Show is Amanda Hagel. Am I ever pleased you were able to join us today?
Thank you, Larry, for having me. Such a pleasure to be here.
Oh, good. And I guess first question I ask everybody is, like, where are you from? Where are you living at now?
From Lancer, Saskatchewan, southwest corner of the province, very small town. I think there's less than 100 people living there now. Proud to call that home for a number of years, but now I live in Saskatoon. Call that my home. Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yep.
Now, everybody that we've had on the show as well, I'm interested in what got people started in music. Where did it begin for you, and what has taken you to the point where you're at?
Well, it began with Santa Claus. First guitar Santa gave me when I was 9. So that was kind of the start of it all. I just had a passion for music. My family is very musical. I don't know if you knew that, but I'm the youngest of 9 siblings. So we've got a big family.
That's for sure.
So we've sang a lot, played a lot of instruments in our day. But I got my start there, and I think I've always just had, just a passion for it. It's internal, right, and something that drives you. And as I got older, I started to pursue it a little bit more seriously over time, and to this point where I'm at now, and putting out records and touring a little bit, and it's pretty exciting.
Good stuff. Well, let's talk a little bit about the touring. I know that you're a part of some specialty type of era shows around Saskatoon and area. Talk a little bit about that. That's interesting.
So I guess for me, the idea with music is you got to kind of speak from the heart. You got to speak to the songs that I think I feel deep within, and the messages that resonate with me. So I've done a lot of gospel music over the years, but I've also kind of delved recently into recording some cover songs, some songs that I love that I've remade Amanda style. But over the years, I think I'm gravitating a little bit more towards the spiritual, gospel side of things, and to me, it's I kind of feel like maybe this is the next step. I love country music, mainstream country music, but I think I'm probably going to end up, gravitating towards that music that hits you right in the heart a little bit more, and pursuing that, writing more from that place.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That kind of leads me into my next question. So, Amanda Hagel, 10 years down the road, if everything worked out exactly how you wanted it to,
that's a good question.
Where would you see yourself?
Ultimately, I think like most artists, I would love to be able to do it more full time. You juggle different careers and different career paths to, pursue another passion of mine, which is health and wellness. I'm doing that right now. But in 10 years, I would love to be doing more just the music, more writing, and just being able to kind of put together shows, I think, that I have always aspired to be. When I was in the audience, there were shows that I remembered, and I think if I could get to that place where I'm performing regularly and just creating an experience for an audience, and really just pursuing that idea of that spiritual element of just the messages that I really think the world needs to hear. So
yeah,
that's where I'd love to be in 10 years. Yeah.
Wow, that's a nice goal.
Yeah.
Now, of the songs that you did today, and you kind of did a little bit of a segue into that as well, like some of the feelings for the songs and the writing that you do. Pick one of the songs that you did today and talk a little bit about where it came from and the origins of it, and how you ended up it becoming a song. Yeah,
so I think the one that I always love to speak of is a song called When I See You Again. I wrote that song shortly after my father passed away. And so originally it was just a song that kind of helped give me comfort during that time of grief, like most of us, experience when we lose someone close to us. And so for me, I thought if I ever put out a full-length album, that was one of the things I dreamed about when I was young, I would put that song on the record. And the coolest thing about it now is I linked it to a YouTube video, put one together of some pictures of my dad and some videos. And so he's an old farmer from Saskatchewan, right? So I think he'd be, I don't don't know what he'd think about being on YouTube, but he's on YouTube now. And the song has become, Larry, it's become one of those songs that so many people have reached out and said how much it helped them during those times of difficulty in losing someone and grieving. And I think to me that's better than all the accolades and the awards you could ever, hope for. Is just knowing that it helped somebody in some way.
You could reach out and touch someone. That's huge.
It's just that's what it's all about for me. Is the music's all about. So.
Okay, so I want to buy one of your CDs, book you for a gig, just say hi. How do I get a hold of you?
Well, social media nowadays, but the websites, you can just go to www.amandahagel.com and you can find all the links and there's a link to send me a message or whatever you want to do. So
good stuff.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much for being a guest on the show. Your music is great and I really appreciate that you were able to be here.
And thanks, Lauren.
You betcha.
Appreciate it.
We'll be right back after this. I'd like to thank the folks that helped make the Timberline Music Show a reality. Linda at Park Place for a great venue, Trisonic Sound for making the sound great, Lake Country Co-op, and Panago Pizza for catering services. Thank you all.
Day had arrived, the first day of the next part of my life. I was terrified. And 18 years had gone by. It was time I would have to say goodbye. Oh, but how could I? With a hug and a smile, girl, now don't you cry, it's gonna be alright. Make sure you call the minute you ride. And as I drove out of sight, I said this prayer through my tears, and I looked up. Mom and Daddy, and shower them with your love. Send some angels to watch over them. And on faith and trust, I know they're in your care. With this prayer. Wished it had been a dream, a phone call, this broken voice with sad news of uncertainty. And all this time I believed that nothing bad could ever happen to me. Oh, my family. I broke down and I cried. Everything had changed, wouldn't be alright. Was this the start of a real goodbye? And as I drove through the night, well, I said this prayer through my tears, and I looked up. Mom and Daddy, and shower them with your love. Send some angels to watch over them. And on faith and trust, I know they're in your care. With this prayer, help me through of the hardest times. Every night I thank the good Lord for the one who gave me life. say this prayer through my tears, and I look up, bless Mom and Daddy, and shower them with your love. Send some angels to watch over them. And on faith and trust, I know they're in your care. With this prayer, ooh, ooh. When you're on the road again, does Willie get to drive? Or does Dolly sing you home from that 9 to 5? Yeah, but God's beyond the line. If you were caught in Baton Rouge, what brand of country are you? Is it the brand of country that lives in the soul? Those door-stopping, dance floor rocking cowboy boots that you wore. The brand that hits your heart when you're falling apart. Down on your luck and you've got nothing to lose. What brand of country are you? On a trip back from the sticks, Brad, check if it takes. We'll say I'm come along on your next hunting trip. Wishing now you set the mood at your party for two. What brand of country are you? Is it the brand of country that speaks to your soul? Plays back like a movie from the days of old. The brand you'd have to say made you who you are today. Those small town back roads going all night party tunes. And what brand of country are you? This music, a true country hillbilly, proud, sweet southern roots. Country road, take me home. Oh, hang on. Is it the brand of country that without a banjo? Would it be a country song? Makes folks scratch their heads. What the heck is going on? Hey, there's only one sure way if you're feeling this way. Just ask the question, what might Hagel John approve? What brand of country are you? Yeah. What brand of country are you? Oh, tell me, what brand of country are you? Hey! Woo-hoo-hoo, yeah.
Well, another episode of the Timberline Music Show is winding down. I'd like to really thank our special guest and thank you for taking some time and being with us. Closing off with a gospel song that I'm sure you'll recall, called Leaning on the Everlasting Arms. What a fellowship, what a joy divine, leaning on the everlasting arms. What a blessedness, what a peace is mine, leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning, leaning, safe and secure, from all alarms, leaning, leaning, leaning on the everlasting arms. Oh, how sweet to walk in this pilgrim way, leaning on the everlasting arms. Oh, how bright the path grows from day to day, leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning, leaning, safe and secure from all alarms. Leaning, leaning, leaning on the everlasting arms. Now what have I to dread? What have I to fear? Leaning on the everlasting arms. I have blessed peace with my Lord so dear, leaning on the everlasting arms. Leaning, leaning, safe and secure from all alarms.